You like great songs, don't you? Well, so do we.
We're about to discuss what we believe are the greatest songs of all time. Stick around to see if your favorites made it to our list. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Music Maniacs with Sight After Dark, the podcast where we talk about music and we just so happen to be maniacs about it. This is going to be a very fun episode. We are discussing the greatest songs of all time. Now, let me make a little disclaimer here, just right off the bat. We're not saying that these are the only great songs that exist. We're not saying that there are not other great songs besides this one. This is just what we think are possibly some of the greatest songs of all time. This is not in any specific order. It's just a discussion about songs that we think are great. As always, we want to hear from you, what you think about our list. We want to hear about your list, what songs you think are great, and all the above. So tell us about it in the comments. But for now, we're going to get going. Basically, we each brought to the podcast 10 songs that we think are some of the greatest of all time, and we're going to talk about them, and we're going to tell you why they're amazing. So stick around and check it out. What is the first song on your list, Aoife?
So the first song that I picked was All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix.
Oh!
Every time I mention these songs that I love, I always want to do the intro with my mouth, but I know Dan is going to edit the intro or some part of the song into it.
No, I would never edit
anything.
Basically, what I'm going to do is have you sing the whole song, and then I'm going to edit that into the podcast. Okay, so start practicing now, and we'll record it later. Obviously, this is a great song. What do you like about it the most?
Well, I mean, just a blanket statement about all the songs that I picked. I picked these songs because every part of these songs is the greatest part of these songs. So that's mainly why I picked All Along the Watchtower. It's got an excellent intro. It draws you in immediately. You know, you're like, what's happening? Something's going down. Just by the way the bass of the guitar sounds, right? Yeah. Just by the way the low notes sound. And it's so driving, and Jimi's voice is so haunting. From the first time I've heard this song, I've always pictured myself in a big room that's got lots of height, very high ceiling. So it could very well be a watchtower in my brain. But it's just the production of this song does make you feel like makes me feel at least like I'm in a huge room with very, very high ceilings. And I like that vibe of the song, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jimi's voice, of course, that electrifying solo is crazy. Mm-hmm. Not only the beginning of the solo, but when it starts to slow down and he drags the strings of the guitar and he's like,
yeah,
I mean that's amazing. And the way it just kind of, every part, the way it kind of fades out at the end, you know, you're just like, wait, Jimi, don't leave. You got more song to do.
Please don't go.
And the fact that it was like basically a poem by Bob Dylan, you know what I mean? When Bob did it, it's just so different the way Jimi does it. So excellent.
Yeah, so excellent. Every part of it is amazing. The different tones of all the different guitar sections are amazing, and it all comes together so well. So obviously, fantastic pick. For my first pick, I'm going with an artist that is a bit on the newer side. If you guys know me, if you know the channel, you know that I'm obsessed with Tame Impala. And the song that I've chosen is The Less I Know, The Better. Because this is like, not only is it probably their biggest song, and I say there even though it's one guy, it's Kevin Parker, Tame Impala, you know, yeah, look it up. Anyway, it's probably their biggest song, but it encapsulates everything about Tame Impala, about why they're so great, because the music is so kind of all-encompassing. It's so, like, trippy in a way.
Yeah.
But very driving. But the lyrics are actually very sad. Like, the song is literally about somebody that, you know, he's like in love with this girl, but he's basically a second option to her. And the song is literally like, well, maybe in 10 years we'll be together. He's like, well, don't make me wait forever. It's actually like a really sad song, but the way that it's constructed, and especially the way the bass line is, it just has such a fun, like, bounce rhythm to it that you just have to love it. And there's such an art to making sad songs sound happy that I really appreciate. So I had to shout that one out.
All right. Another one from me is one of a newer group, not as new as Tame Impala, but this is from Interpol, a New York City band. And I find this to be a great song, not just because I'm from New York City, but it's actually called NYC.
Okay.
And I love this song because it's basically the lead singer talking about being a New Yorker. You know, he's tired of training himself not to care about certain things, you know, and it's just like everyday activity in New York. There's so much happening in the city that you kind of become desensitized to certain things, you know, loud sounds, huge crashes and bangs. You just keep walking. And lead singer is talking about how, yeah, he's tired of training himself not to care. And every bad situation he gets in, other people don't care either. But but the chorus of the song is like, but New York cares, you know? So I just really love it. And then he kind of layers himself with the chorus as he fades off with New York cares.
Yeah.
He keeps repeating such a lonely time in my life. He just keeps going over. And I love the layering. I love his dark kind of Joy Division type voice. That always calls me in. You know, song is a little bit depressed. I'm going to be a fan of it. But yeah, that's a good one for me.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, literally, I'll tell you a story. 2 days ago, I was waiting for the subway for like 15 minutes, and the train was there. The doors were closed, but the train wasn't moving, right? It was just staying there at the station, and the train is packed like sardines. And I see everybody in there like, oh my God, why isn't it moving? Why are we stuck in here? And then the doors open, and I'm like, what's going on? And somebody steps out of the car, and they're like, we got a medical emergency. Are there any doctors here? Somebody call 911. And my first thought is, God damn it. It's going to take me so long to get to work now. And like literally I caught myself in my head. I was like, that's so messed up. I can't believe that was the first thing I thought. But then I looked around. I'm like, I think that's what everyone's thinking. It is messed up, but it is what it is when you're dealing with this many people all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so to change the subject a little bit, the next song is a song by the band that's on my shirt. It is Pink Floyd, and the song is called Time.
Taking away the moments that make up a dull day.
Ooh.
Every part of this song, like you said, is the greatest part of this song. The intro is amazing. The way that the drums build up, the way the guitar builds up from just simple 1-2 notes to dropping into the main chords. To the chorus, which is like super trippy, airy chords that are completely different from the verse. And then one of the greatest guitar solos that's ever been set to record.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone that knows this song knows that it's amazing, knows that guitar solo goes down in the all-time pantheon of guitar solos. So, I mean, you're talking about great songs, you got to say Time by Pink Floyd.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Oh, man. Okay, well, surprisingly, I'm staying on the same wave with the same band.
Whoa, that's illegal. Can't do that.
I'm picking the song Echoes by Pink Floyd.
Whoa.
For the same reason, because every single part of this song is the best part of the song. You know, it's just like two little notes beating at the beginning, and you're just like, it feels so empty, right? It just feels like droplets of water, you know, could be annoying, but also could be enticing, you know, and almost a little bit mesmerizing in a way, right? Bloom.
You know what that makes me think of?
Yeah.
It's like one drop of rain falling into the ocean.
Okay. Yeah.
So vast, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that little drop will just do those ripples. Imagine just watching those ripples go and go and go. That's what Pink Floyd is like, bro.
Yeah, bro. Pink Floyd is like when you take a rock and you skip it on the water and you see all the ripples in the water. That's Pink Floyd, bro. I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, they're an experience, trust me. Well, I mean, you guys are viewers, you like this channel, so maybe you are some Pink Floyd fans.
And if you're not, then you should ask somebody.
Get to know them. Not just that, but let's talk about the vocals, all right? It's combined vocals.
Yes.
Two singers at the same time, sounding like a Dali painting. Right? Right? It's like this melting, dragging, waving kind of sound coming out of their larynx.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very dreamy.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, and there's so many levels to this song. There's a bass groove. It's really nice and strut like. Roger's killing it. I mean, people talk about Nick Mation's drums, but I really like his drums. And the song gets kind of racy at one point, and I love his what he does with the drums there. The song is just amazing to me.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the greats. And that's what this episode is all about. I feel like after every song, I should be like, and that's why this is one of the greatest songs of all time. Just go like super infomercial mode. God, I can't talk today. You know, it's really good when you're recording a podcast to be able to talk. That's usually, encouraged. Sorry to interrupt, everyone. Just wanted to take a few seconds to tell you about all of our great new merch options.
We got t-shirts,
Hoodies,
coffee mugs,
hats,
tote bags,
and so much more.
Click the link to view the whole selection. All rights and trademarks reserved to Side After Dark is the best LLC. If you don't like it, then you can make your own LLC to compete with ours, but you probably won't because you're lazy and a hater. Prove me wrong by purchasing every one of our items at full price. Alternatively, if you're cool, you can hit us up literally whenever for sales and discounts.
So the next song I have is a bit of a switch up. This is by a group called The Supremes.
Oh, what?
And it is a song called Where Did Our Love Go? I think I've spoken about this on, I don't even know if it was this channel or our other channel, but this is just a perfect pop song. Like, it starts off pretty much already with the hook, so it's like you're already ready to go. The way that the harmonies are done, the way that the hook is, it just sticks in your head immediately. And then it's another thing, like I was saying on my first pick, it's this weird thing where it's a very happy sounding kind of song. Like, I guess whatever you would call it musically, like major key, like bright tones, things like that. But when you listen to the lyrics, it's not happy at all. It's actually very sad. And it's just there's some type of beauty in being able to have this universal human emotion of like losing love and making it sound fun and making it like a pop song and making it a hit. Like, it's just crazy when you think of all the layers. It's like, it's just such a beautiful, amazing, well done song. It's not longer than it needs to be. It's not shorter than it needs to be. It's exactly what it needs to be. And every part of the song is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
I agree. I can't believe you said the Supremes because they are also on my list.
It's not this one right now, though, is it? That'd be great.
No, it's not Where Did I Love Go, but I am going to piggyback off what you said about the sadness of a song, but it sounding so good. So I picked Reflections by the Supremes.
Reflections of the way life used to be.
And that one is a really good one for me because lyrically, I think it shows a lot of involvement with Diana, the version of the Supremes that Diana Ross was in. Like you were saying, Where Did Our Love Go is a real solid pop song. So you don't want too much for the listeners. You want an 8-year-old to be able to love it, and then you want a 60-year-old to be able to love it. And they don't want to think too hard on those broad spectrums, you know? So that's why Where Did Our Love Go is great. But Supremes are a pop band. So Reflections is technically a pop song, but it's another sad song about love. And I wanted to say this after I picked... after I mentioned the other two female artists that are on my list, but I'm going to say it now. We don't beg enough in love songs anymore, okay? Sometimes you got to beg somebody to come back to you. You know, you got to be a little shameless in your love song delivery. So that's pretty much what they're saying in Reflections. You know, Diana Ross, it's very poetic. She's like, you know, through the mirror of my mind, time after time, reflects the love that used to be and reflections of the love, the way life used to be, the love you took from me. It's just, It's very, very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound depressing at all. It sounds like a pop hit. That's the thing. Again, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the lyrics and you're like, this is really sad. But whatever. Yeah, just another great example. Next up, we have a band that I think Sifa may be a fan of. I'm not totally sure. Maybe you could tell me. Maybe you could yes or no. It's a band called Eagles. Not the Eagles. They don't like that. Just Eagles.
They don't like that.
This is probably the most cliche song on my list, but it is Hotel California.
Welcome to the Hotel
I mean, like, well, that's one of the best songs of all time. Like, anyone that says they don't like that song, you're either a hater or you just have, like, your specific genre of music that you refuse to deviate from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody who
Or
listens to that
yeah.
song with an open mind has to respect that that's a well-crafted, good-sounding song. No?
Yeah. Yeah, either that or you heard it too much. Like back when the album actually dropped,
Yeah.
maybe it came on the radio a lot. I know when I was growing up as a little kid, Eagles were always on the light radio station. So imagine when they were like pop stars, you
Right.
know,
But if it
in
probably
their
was a lot.
prime.
It probably was a lot.
Yeah.
But obviously the song is amazing. The chord progression is one of my favorite chord progressions of any song that I've ever heard. The verses are great. The singing by our boy Mr. Don Henley is on point.
Oh
And
yeah.
then it
Oh
ends
yeah.
in the dual guitar harmony solo. That's one of the most legendary, rockettest solos of all time. Like, as far as dual guitar solos, the only competition that song really has is probably Freebird.
Yeah.
So, how can you get better than that? How can you get greater than that?
Oh man. All right. Another song I've picked is by another female songstress, and this is Aretha Franklin, Ain't No Way.
It ain't no way for me to give you all you need.
I picked that one. For me to love you. Okay, why'd I pick it? The piano. It's Aretha Franklin, you know? I mean, and there's just a symphony of music behind her. It's back in the days where you would record in a studio and everybody from the orchestra will be in there with you. So it's like violins and keys, and I believe she's playing the piano on this one, which is just excellent. But again, another song that shows a lot of vulnerability in a way. You know, there's no way for me to love you if you won't let me. And I just love the way she sings it. She starts it off very slowly and softly, but then as she goes into the crescendo, she's like almost like belting. Well, she is belting, you know, stop trying to be someone you're not. And she's just going super, super high. It's just beautiful when she hits that register. And then at the end, it just really fades out and she's just like, it sure ain't no way. It ain't no way. Like, it's just like she's almost talking to you, but in that beautiful, lovely voice that she has. So big
Yeah. And that's why it's one of the greatest songs of all time. So take that, haters. If there are any haters, I don't know. What was the next thing? What was the last thing I said? Last thing I said was Hotel California, right?
Yes, and I also picked Hotel California. We were 3 for 3. I can't believe I didn't just mention that it's actually on my list as well.
Wait, what other? Well, let's see what else. We might be more than 3 for 3 by the end.
I don't
Let's
know.
see what happens.
see.
I don't think you're gonna have this next one though.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have my next one either.
No, I don't think you're gonna have my next one. So this is by a man named Kid Cudi.
Okay.
The song is Day and Night.
Day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night.
All right.
All right. It's not a super complicated song, especially the beat. But I love his style, and this was the song that was introduced many people to him. Obviously, it was like his first biggest song. But I love his like storytelling ability in this song. I love that you really felt like he's talking about like a lonely stoner guy who, he's ruining his chances in love. He's not really going anywhere in life. And you just really, really feel it. You really feel what he's talking about. And then it's like, as you get to dive into him, you realize that he's talking about himself. And he's just very introspective about who he is as a person, how he's living his life, and you can really feel it. And the production is perfect. It's like kind of trippy, but it's very straightforward. And as far as like this genre of music or this style of music, I just think it's one of the greatest songs. It's a very well written song. You could be done in any style. You know what I mean? You could cover this song in multiple different styles of music, and it would sound great. So That's why I picked it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan. I'm not biased at all. That I would never do something like that.
All right. I picked a rapper. Guess from where?
If you say what I think you're gonna say, I'm gonna go crazy because that was gonna be my next pick, one of them. But
Is it big?
It is Biggie, yeah.
All right. I picked the Notorious B.I.G. and the song I picked was Big Papa.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Okay. Well, we didn't pick the same song. Thank God.
Okay. All right. I knew this song was huge when my uncle, who hates rappers, was quoting lyrics from this song. That's what I knew. I mean, one, it's got a sample beat from the Isley Brothers, one of the greatest soul rock bands of all time, which hooks you in right away, hooks the old generation in and the young generation that kind of grew up falling asleep to those songs, lullaby to those songs. But it's how Big is talking in the song. He's not the most attractive looking guy, but he talks as if he is a supermodel. He's got all the playing tactics. He's got all the actions. He's got all the movements. As soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from the behind, ask you what your interests are, who you be with. It's charismatic. It's very charismatic. Makes you laugh. Even though he's talking about some of the heinous things in a lot of other ones of his songs, if you listen to the edited version of this song, no matter what age you are, you can really, really enjoy it. So that's why I like it.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was an amazing storyteller, and he really paints the picture. Like, you listen to that song, like, you don't have to see the music video, like, you can see it in your head. It's a packed club, somebody's walking in, there's some guy over here trying to talk to some girl, and she's not into it, and then he just walks up, like, what's up, baby? And then she's like, oh, Big, and then they walk away, and they go to the booth in the back or whatever, and that other guy just like, oh, fuck. But, whatever. So I also did Biggie for my next song, which is really funny that we ended up syncing up at that. But I didn't do Big Papa. I did more of a sleeper because I chose Unbelievable.
Live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing BK to the fullest.
Because I remember when I first started listening to Biggie, like, people were always talking, like, oh, Biggie's one of the greatest, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, let me check out Biggie, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, some of these songs are really cool. And, like Big Papa, it's like, it's a big hit. People can sing to it and blah, blah, blah. But when I heard this song, and I heard the way that he was constructing his words, I was just so mind blown. Like, the way that he could fit all of these rhymes in certain lines, and it doesn't even sound like he's trying. It's just like, it just naturally comes to him. I remember I once wrote down, like, I printed out the lyrics to this song, and I had a bunch of different colored highlighters, and I would highlight where this word rhymes with this word. And there would be it looked like a collage by the time I was done. There was just so many colors syncing up at different points at different times in the song. And then that's at different points in the beat, of the bar of music while he's doing it. It's just mind blowing to me. It's like, it's one of the greatest songs for sure. Just from a rapping, a flow perspective. It's just crazy. I just still can't believe that anybody could put words together like this.
All right. Well, a fun fact about that song. He pretty much freestyled that song. He was literally sitting in the studio. They were eating, drinking, smoking, and he had already been a little bit popular in New York because he did a remix song with Mary J. Blige, who was huge by the time he came out. And so it doesn't take much to get a groupie, all right? So there were a bunch of girls in the studio as well. And the producer, not just Diddy, but the other producers were like, Big, yo, you got the rhymes? And Big is like eating, chilling, smoking a blunt. And he's like, yeah, I got it. And they were like, yo, we about to record in about half an hour. You sure you got it? Because he wasn't writing. He was chilling, and he gets up and he just talks about everything that's going on in the room, live from Bedford Stuyvesant, the chicken heads in the bathroom. Everything that he was saying in the song was happening in the studio. It's crazy.
That's just I didn't know that. That's amazing. Wow, what a legend.
What a legend.
All right, what do you got next?
Okay, so I have Nas.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa. We only use Brooklyn rappers on this list, okay? Get that queen shit out of here. Just kidding.
We're on the same island, so we can be cousins, I guess.
Okay. If you say so.
I don't know. There were just so many songs on the Illmatic album, his first album, which is like a certified hip hop classic. But I'm gonna go with Life's a Bitch.
Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why we get high, cause you never know when you're gonna go.
And then you die. That's why we get high.
Because you never know when you're gonna go. What a chorus, right? It's just, man, it's just great. And the guy that he had with him, the rapper AZ, is doing the chorus with him, who's from Uptown in Manhattan, Sugar Hill. It's just the beat of the song, and the way they flow over the beat, and the fact that you never expect like a 16-year-old to sing that. Like, why would a 16-year-old sing about this? You know?
He was just a deep guy, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about him. Like, you listen at a very young age, you can listen to his music, and you're like, this is not like a surface level type of guy.
Right.
This guy is thinking about everything on a very deep level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's true. That's a great song.
Yeah, I love that one.
Some would say one of the greatest songs. Oh my God, so stupid. Okay, we're going to switch up the vibe a little bit. This is a little known band. Not a lot of people know about these guys, but I think they're going to do great things one day. It's a band called Metallica.
Woo.
And I'm going to go with the song Creeping Death. Because when I think of what is a metal song, it is this song. Everything about this song is perfect for what they are trying to do. The aggression, the riffs, the lyrics. I mean, it's literally basically Passover. It's a Passover song. but it's Metallica. And it's just so metal and biblical, literally. And just like in your face and so aggressive. And it just really hits you in that spot. Like that aggression, angry, I want to listen to music that's going to pump me up spot every single time.
Yeah.
So I got to shout it out. It's just, the riffs are amazing. The speed of the song is super fast, but it works perfectly. It's not too fast. You don't get sick of it. It's just great.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Well, okay. I picked metal, but it's more rock metal. And it's Deep Purple. And yes, it is Smoke on the Water.
Boo! Just kidding. It's a great song.
No, every part of the song is the great part of the song. That's what I like too. Of course, the intro. Of course, the storytelling. Of course, the killer solo. And the kind of echoing fade out is everything. And we all know that it's one of the greatest songs ever. That's why we can say we're so sick of it and blah, 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 blah. Because it's awesome.
That's the thing. This is the thing when you talk about a song being played out or not. You only play out a song if you like it. You don't play out a song that you think is shite. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? Like, you're not going to listen to it that much.
So true.
So yeah, when you talk about, that's how I felt when I said Hotel California. I'm like, is it played out? Yeah, but only because it was one of the biggest songs ever. You don't get to be one of the biggest songs ever.
Yeah.
A bad song.
Yeah. We should actually do a podcast on wanting to do like every song from this band, because it's just like some of these bands, yeah, like Eagles. Or I have another band that I was going to pick, but I'm going to pick it after you pick it. I'm going to say what my pick was after.
Oh, you're saying the podcast is every song from these bands is great?
Yeah, just about. Like, does this band have a bad song? We know Eagles' bad song, but,
No, I have no idea what you could be talking about. It definitely doesn't start with a D and end with an Esperanto. So, wait, was that what? Wow, I just had such a brain fart. What was the last song you said?
That was me. That was Deep Purple.
Right, Deep Purple. Wow.
Smoke on the Water.
We got very much sidetracked talking about Eagles again. Take that, Eagles haters. Take that, Big Lebowski. So I'm going to switch it up again this time. Big switch up here. This is by a man named Miles Davis.
Ooh.
And the song is Blue and Green. And I'll tell you why. Sit down. Let me tell you something, guys. This song is everything that a moody jazz song should be. So it's like we were talking before, I don't remember when, we were saying jazz is the definition of mood music, because any kind of vibe that the jazz song is going for, you immediately fall into the vibe. This song, Blue and Green, is like when you think about like a rainy day jazz, just like kind of melancholy, kind of depressing, but not super sad, but just really beautiful sounding music type of song. This is everything. Blue and Green by Miles Davis. It's like from the very first note of his trumpet, my whole body, like, it's like I fly away. Like my soul leaves my body and I just, it's just amazing from every part of it, from the start to the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got 2 people on my list for covers. I just thought of them. I'm going to take one person that I was going to mention on this list off, and we're going to put it on the covers list. Stay
Illegal.
tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for our greatest covers of all time podcast, whenever that may be.
All right. It looks like we're going into a soul blues wave, so I'm going to pick the soul blues singers that this artist also, I would love to pick almost every song that this artist ever wrote, but I'm going to pick Marvin Gaye, and I'm going to pick Sexual Healing.
Sexual healing, baby.
Because we all know it, and it's a great song. Every time you hear it, it can either be in a comedy or you just want to hear it. It's just, and the way it starts, it's like intro, vocals, music. Everything is great about this song. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Like, what?
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of like longing for this pleasure from this woman, which is great. He's like moaning. He's like, baby. And it's Marvin's voice. Like, how can you not love it?
I don't know. I think it would be pretty hard to not love it because it is one of the greatest songs of all time, as far as we're concerned. Next, kind of a switch up. Yeah, it's a switch up. Although this is a pretty jazzy song, actually. It's The Doors, and it's Light My Fire.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
Really?
The full version.
Yeah.
Let's get that clear right now. I don't want any of that sort and single kind of stuff. This song, the full 7-8 minute version, every part of the song is amazing. Obviously, it's a great verse, great chorus, but the solos, specifically the keyboard solo and the guitar solo, are just amazing. Like the whole song, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And then just when you think that it can't get any better, it restarts, basically. It goes back to the beginning, which was amazing. So it's like, it's just an amazing 7.5 minutes. I can listen to it many more times in my life without ever getting sick of it. It's definitely one of the greatest songs ever.
Oh, yeah. All right. Another song for me is another soul singer. Rest in peace to Barry White, but this is a Barry White song, and the song is Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby.
Girl, I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe.
Of course. Everybody loves this song. Why not? And Barry White was such an excellent composer. I did not know he was such a great composer because I was used to songs he was making in the 90s, more like R&B songs. But there is this instrumental I used to ask about from the 70s. Do 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 do.
I know that one.
And that's Barry White, and I never knew that. So, an excellent composer, but Can't Get Enough of Your Love. It's just a riveting, kind of exciting song. You just feel like dancing. You just want to go on a cruise, I feel like. You want to dance.
Yeah, that's true. It is a good cruise song. It's a good drinking song.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
So this is the last for my list because we've somehow already gone through my 10 songs. So this is another, I guess, I don't know, soul R&B singer, whatever you want to say. So this is Etta James. And this is I'd Rather Go Blind.
I would rather go blind, boy.
Okay.
Everybody knows this song. This is one of the songs, right? And I put it on my list because I literally heard it today. And I noticed my own reaction to the song after hearing it God knows how many times. And it's still the same reaction. I could be doing anything. I could be cleaning. I could be going for a run, and then I hear the chords, and all of a sudden I'm just like taken away. Like my whole demeanor changes, and then she starts singing, and it's like, you know, I've never been a woman and see my man with somebody or with some other girl. That's never happened to me. But I imagine the way that she's singing it, you can hear the heartbreak, and you can hear just so much emotion the way that she's singing it, and just a way that just not many people would ever really be able to do.
Yeah, I
which
agree.
is why this song is so great, and why she's one of the greats in particular.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just an amazing song.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, my last one is going to be by a band named after our great country, America. All right. I'm tearing up about this. No, I'm just kidding.
Is
no,
it
the
Pledge of
song.
Allegiance?
The song is called Tin Man.
But Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man.
And I really do love this song. It starts with a little do 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 do, and the way I think it's Dewey that's singing the lead on this one, and he's just like, sometimes late at night when people pick the perfect things to get amongst themselves. So he's singing like that for a while, and then he cascades into this, well, Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. And if you think that that's beautiful, then he goes into, when I say I'm spinning round, 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 smoke glass stain bright colors. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then they're like, ooh.
And then they're like, what? What happens then?
Amazing song.
I don't know if I know it off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to go listen to it now. I feel like I probably do know it, right?
Probably. It's one of those warm old songs that it'll give you nostalgia for sure if you've heard it somewhere back when you were very, very young.
Hell yeah, I'm all into nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Right up my alley.
Yeah, but that's one of the bands where I want to say, like, every song they make is great. Like, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of nostalgia, I'm already nostalgic for when this podcast was young and we weren't about to end it, because this has been a great episode. Like we said, guys, we want to know your list. If you think any of our songs are shite, then tell us. We want to hear about it, okay? This isn't just a discussion between Sifa and I. This is a discussion between us and you as well. So tell us what you think. Go stream our music, buy our merch, listen to other podcast episodes, all this random promo stuff we're supposed to say. We're Side After Dark, and we'll see you next time.